another YouTube video. My name is Thomas and I'll be showing you how to make 3 Easter themed cards. The first one's a chick. It opens up like this and I wrote Happy Easter inside. Second one's a sheep. Opens up like that. And then of course the Easter bunny, and it opens up like this. So if you're a hands-on person, you like anything Easter themed, or you just like crafts in general, feel free to watch the entire video and follow along. And also let me know how you do by commenting at the very end of the video. Let's get started. Alright, so before we start, we need to make sure that we have all the materials. Is our little Easter chick. The first thing you have to do is fold your yellow piece of paper in half. So make sure that the edges line up, like that, and then you want to make sure that you're creasing it properly, just like that. So you should have a folded piece of paper, and then I want you to find where the crease is. So the crease for me is in the middle, but then it's on the left side of my piece of paper. From there, you can start putting your hand on the piece of paper, and you need to make sure that your pinky lines up on the edge of the piece of paper. This is really important because once you cut it, you want to make sure that your card is attached to one another and that it's not separate. So then once you line up your pinky on the edge of the piece of paper, you can start tracing your hand. Alright, let's go around. Like so. Like that. So it doesn't look the best, but that's totally fine. You can tweak it by connecting some lines, erasing some squiggly lines like the ones I have here. You can like smooth it out, make it straight. But then right over here, this is exactly how it's supposed to look. Even though it looks kind of cut off, that's exactly the point, because once you cut it, your 2 pieces of paper will be attached to one another. Alright, now we can start cutting our card. So your card might be a little bit smaller than mine because I have big hands, but that's totally okay. All around. So I'm not the best cutter, but I'm sure you guys can do a lot better than me. We're almost there. And then I'm going to cut this little piece off. And then voila, you have your Easter card. Your first Easter card. So as you can see, it's connected at the very end. It's because we had our little pinky on the edge of the piece of paper, and this is exactly how you want it. So now you have your chick, and now we're going to begin adding little face, a little beak, and the little feet. Alright, let's get started. So on to the next step. So I have my orange piece of paper, and this is going to help me draw out the little feet. So I put my card on top of the orange paper so that I can see the size and see how big I want the little feet to be. So I'm going to start drawing out my feet, and then one on the other side. Alright, and then I'm going to start cutting that out. If I'm moving too fast for you, feel free to just pause the video and then work on your own pace, and then whenever you finish that step, you can unpause the video and then continue on. Oh, this one's small. I'm just going to cut it out like this, and then go into the small corners. I have my first feet. So there's pencil marks in the back. You can just use the back part. Oh, this one looks a little bit off. Let me fix it. Alright, I have my first one. Second one. Alright, so for over here, I drew the beak and I drew the little 2 feet. So after this, we can start adding the eyes. Alright, so I just finished cutting out the chick's feet, the beak, and then I also grabbed my googly eyes. So it's time for me to glue everything onto the card. So if I am moving too fast, feel free to just pause the video and then just take your time and make sure that you have everything prepared so that we could do it together and without any confusion. So I'm going to add the feet and back. And also make sure you're not adding too much glue, because it's a huge mess when you add too much glue. Just a little bit is good enough. Slide that over here. Stick that onto there. Add my beak. And my eyes. So if you don't have any googly eyes, feel free to just draw that on the chick's face. So one eyeball here, and then my last eyeball. Be over here. And then here you go. You just did your first card. Nice job. So let the glue dry and everything should look perfect.